Before I say anything about this, I want you guys to know something. All of you. What I'm about to read right now is weird. Weird by my standards. Look at me.
You might just want to stop.
So there are times where I just think. And I think out loud, like I'm doing it right now. And I talk to myself for what seems like hours on end. Like I'm famous and I'm conducting an interview with myself saying, "Holy crap, the new album that you just put out is amazing." You're talking to yourself in a mirror. Calm down. So during that time I was talking to myself, I basically came up with this. And it deals with the portion of things that we all really don't like. And that's the feeling of risk. When you've got nothing left to lose, the easiest thing to do is take a chance. But when you have to worry about losing everything, do you go off on a whim? And do you listen to your gut? Do you risk it all? What if this is the best it's ever going to get for you? Is it worth finding out if you're missing a bigger picture? Is it really all part of a bigger plan? What are the odds that everyone, out of everyone in the world, the person that you're with, or that you wish you're with, is the person you're meant to be with forever? All those countless nights you spend staring at the ceiling, recalling past events, always second-guessing if you made the right choice. If you are where you're supposed to be, we never know. Knowing how different your life would be if you had chosen left instead of right. Wondering if the empty space will ever be filled. Wondering if the gnawing sensation at the back of your mind will ever stop. And wondering if there will be a time when you feel right with yourself. Just wishing your mind would stop overthinking and overanalyzing everything, even for a moment. So the big question is love ever really enough? If you can grow to love a person, to care for them and respect them, could these things depict what the word love means? What if you thought love was never really the way it was at all? What if you're seeing it from afar and you never actually got to grasp onto it long enough, catching only slight glimpses of it here and there? Blinded, it blinded you from what you thought was so real. And actually, in truth, it was something that was never completely attainable to you to begin with. So after countless amounts of books, movies, romantic comedies, your mind simply creates a figment of, "Oh my God, this is what I want love to be. He's so perfect. She's hot." Here's the hard part. Here's the part where I really just can't get my head around. And that's difficult for me. If you're happy and you're comfortable, content, and you genuinely care, for the person you're with, shouldn't that be enough? Shouldn't your mind and heart be happy with what it has? But why do they keep conflicting with each other? For some reason, no matter how hard you try, there's someone else that you just can't get out of your mind. No matter how many months or years go by that you don't see or talk to this person, when you do, light up. Your stomach does nervous flip-flops like you're in high school again. And even just hearing their name brought up in conversation hurts you inside because you're not with them. And the vicious cycle starts all over. You think to yourself, should I go for it? Do you throw away what you have for something you think could be, even if it doesn't work out and you're left with nothing? Don't you owe it to yourself to stop the question of never knowing whether it will work? Or are you just too scared to be alone? Are you scared to throw away the best thing you may ever get? At the back of your mind, you remind yourself that you shouldn't settle, that you shouldn't always play it safe, and that maybe the biggest choice you'll ever make is whether or not to risk it all. Or do you walk away? And I want you to know one thing if you walk away. When we walk away, we leave home. And when we leave home, there will be no coming back to home. But if you do risk it, and you fail, you will be buried in a smoke. And that smoke has many names: depression, angst, and loneliness. However, fog and smoke always clear. So step outside, look at the sun as it dries away the tears.